Well, alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another session of our Rime of the Frostmaiden up in Icewind Dale. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hello, you can.
Hello.
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 And well, like every session, well, yeah, it's a session, but it's also an episode because you're watching it. We're gonna do the same thing we do every time. Start off with a little bit of a recap of what happened last time, and then we're gonna talk about what's gonna happen this time together. But last time, you guys left the surrendered, charmed, otherwise disabled thugs to Erevan, and you all quickly headed to a stable nearby with the cauldron in tow, hoping to get an axe beak to carry the cauldron out of town. Planning to meet at Bryn Shander, you purchased an axe beak from the local stableman, whom afterward you later learned that he had gone to inform the town speaker. Letters left, being lightly accosted by the town guard and sending in Krintas to keep them off his back. The rest of you headed to meet with the town speaker, though, at the inn, not knowing it was the town speaker at first, but in hopes of getting your gem payment that you were owed by Speaker Whalen in East Haven. This led to an awkward conversation that at first only involved Andros and Phineas. Speaker Nerth Maxildanar was also not alone. Tia and Alara listened from a nearby room in a darkened hallway. He did make a case for if he had taken the cauldron, he would have done so for the good of the town that he's in charge of. Not wanting bloodshed, you guys spoke plainly for the most part. And he did pay you for what he could, saying that he had no knowledge of your gem's location at this moment. He even insisted that you should work together sometime, if you ever desired. After this tense conversation, though, the rest of you left and met up with letters over in Bryn Shander. Some of you took the day and spoke to Copper Knobberknocker over at the House of the Morning, looking to find a way to restore Phineas's sight. He said he'd look into it, but was his usual dour self, and you left him with a couple of monster eyeballs to play around with. But you all got some rest at the Northlook Inn that night, or at least started to. Severage underwent some form of transformation, turning into a wolf-like creature, killing the axebeak in the stable, and then hunting a dwarven woman at the inn. You all rushed to see what the commotion was. Halfway through the fight, you realized this was Sev. Not wanting to kill him, you knocked him unconscious and discovered that he had killed a Gentarum spy, not some random commoner. You all started to clean up the place, checked out that the axebeak was dead. And that's where we're going to pick up. I believe you tossed the body of the woman out the window. Is there anything else you'd like to do before actually bedding down?
Sev is just unconscious right now.
Yeah, you guys have him unconscious.
I think we should tie him up. What if he does this again when he wakes up?
I don't think ropes could hold him.
Yeah, I doubt it.
All right. Well, what do you suggest then?
I suggest we start walking.
Just leave
Yes,
Sev
the
here?
sooner we get out of here, the better.
I just leave him here?
No, bring him with us.
Yes.
And if he freaks out there, at least we're the only ones who are going to get killed.
Rather not, but
Well,
perhaps
yeah, I
we
know,
could
but
It's
start
like
again.
probably like midnight at this point.
The sooner we leave town before this is discovered, the better.
Never get any good sleep around here. All right, so we're gonna throw Sev in the cauldron and then carry the cauldron around. Put a little lid on it.
Or drag it.
Tiger's probably more like it.
Yes.
It's big.
All right.
drag, push, and pull between all of us, I would guess.
And then we're
Mhm.
traveling at night. To where?
Always traveling in the dark. Um. Anyway, let's just walk.
Well, I think that East Haven will have a little bit more eyes out for us. We could bring the cauldron back to my hut for the time being, or somewhere else.
Go up to Lonelywood.
How about we could head to Goodmead too. They like us there. And Goodmead, it's a little bit closer to. And Phineas will nod at Alara.
Any other objections to good meat?
No.
You do know that Erevan said he would catch up with you either on the way to East Haven or in East Haven.
It's on the way. Well, let's just head out. Alright, good. Wait, how long will it take us to walk to East Haven? Like, how long? I know that you've probably told us 1,000 times.
It's about a 10-hour journey.
You should wake up by the end of them.
It is the longest stretch.
Why don't we just maybe find a different inn?
Or a different town?
I'm not the biggest fan of traveling at night. Bad things happen.
Neither am I, but getting hanged for murder or burned alive is not on my to-do list.
How does Andres feel about all this?
I kind of lost track what we're discussing.
What to do in the middle of the night?
Why not East Haven again?
They're expecting us to go to East Haven. That's where we were lying. That's where we're gonna go. So if we actually end up going there, there might be some opposition.
I mean, their spy that was tracking us here is dead. That's as good as it gets, probably.
Where was that tower?
Way out in the
other
tundra?
Other side of East Haven.
Let's head that way. They don't know where that is.
Yeah, we should wait for Erevan though. He should be here soon.
He's meeting us in East Haven, is he not?
Yeah, I don't think he will be here.
Bryn Shander is on the way to East Haven, so he would come by here.
Well, shall one person stay behind to go meet with him? Well, the rest goes. It hides the cauldron.
Yeah, I don't see any problem of us just staying here. We didn't hear anything last night or tonight. So we just stay in our rooms. This happened in a completely different room. Not our problem.
And you think it's not going to be suspicious that the axe beak that was in the barn that we hired is also dead?
Looks like it was torn apart. As if by an animal.
If you cleaned up that scene, why couldn't you clean up... If you cleaned up the wolf attack scene, why can't you clean up the axe beak murder scene?
Because we were able to frame the dwarf being thrown out of the window, but we can't frame that the axe beak spontaneously exploded.
I just want to go to sleep, guys.
Well, why don't you jump in the cauldron with Severage?
Are you guys gonna drag
Very stuck in there.
Severage down to where the axe peak is in the cauldron?
Yeah, I think that we would be. I think that Tia specifically, she's like, I don't want to be caught with murder, so she's going to be kind of starting to hustle Sev along.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll look over at Sev's body, say, "Hey, hi, can you wake up?" And I'll cast a healing word on him.
Sev, you get however much hit points you get.
Okay, I can change that because I just have it set to full, but sure.
So you'll have 10 hit points at the moment. But either way, you're awake.
Hey, are you okay?
And
You going crazy?
Sev, the last thing you remember was having this dream about the axe beak. And the dream kind of continued a little further, but it's all blurry. Something about biting the head off of a snake and just following instinct. You wake up wounded on the ground of... I don't know. Where are you guys right now? Are you guys still upstairs at the moment, or...
Say probably in the hallway, like almost going like down the stairs.
Okay, yeah, in the hallway
Yeah.
upstairs of the inn.
Hey, are you okay? You're not gonna go crazy on us again, are you?
I mean, no. Why would I go crazy?
No time
on
to be
anybody?
gentle. Severage, you turned into a wolf, you murdered someone, and possibly our axe beak. We need to move before the guards find us.
Sure.
Pretty damn concise, yeah.
That's a lot to take in.
It's okay. I mean, you only wasted about 90 gold for the axe beak, and the guy that you killed was actually a bad guy anyway who was sent after us. So,
Oh
silver
yeah, don't worry
linings.
about them.
Are you feeling good enough to travel?
Always. The question is where?
I was honestly
Anywhere
thinking of
but
heading to
here
that
is good.
tower.
Why don't we just start heading down the east way, make a slow pace, and Aravan will catch up.
I'm not gonna want to go far before we go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Can I leave Bakara behind to meet up with him and bring him to where we are?
Possibly. Yeah.
All right, Bakara will stay behind and lead him back to us so we can get to move on before the guards become aware of the situation.
Aye. Phineas kind of trudges along, rubbing his eye, tired.
And Andres is still very badly hurt. I believe still, right?
Oh, I think the level up reset my HP. Oh, but I used a bunch of healing spells to heal myself, I think.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. As you guys start to head down to the to the barn where the Axebeak was, or, well, body still is, and the cauldron, you would see a couple of torchlights flickering inside of it. See a couple of leather armored, fur bundled humans inspecting the scene. I was like, what the hell happened here? Another one says, I don't know, I heard a wolf? Something.
Hey, Lara. I'll whisper to Lara. Are you strong enough to carry that cauldron? I can turn their torches off.
They kind of like, I mean, they're aware of situation. You're right next door, so they hear the snow crunching. One of them would kind of turn towards you. Oh, well, it's late. Stay back. There's some sort of attack going on.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, we're not here for an animal. That's actually our cauldron right there. We're just trying to pick that up, and we'll be on our way.
Was that your Axebeak?
I don't think so.
Give me a deception check. The 21. Alright, yeah, be careful out there. I heard some glass crash and we're about to check that out. I don't know, a wolf might have gotten into the town. Just be on your guard. It's not looking pretty.
Yeah, that's why we heard some noises, and we just don't feel safe over here. So we're gonna move on.
Oh. Where'd you hear noises at?
Well, just like you said, there was noises. Just agreeing.
It is late. I'd stick to an inn and stay down for the night. I don't think an animal would come into a home or anything.
We'll be fine, sir.
Alright, suit yourself. Oh, one was like, I recognize you guys. Yeah, they're cool. They've helped out with some iron and some other towns doing stuff, and like, okay. Fine. Be safe. And stay on alert.
You guys stay safe too.
And they're not going to stop you from taking the cauldron.
Phineas makes no move toward the cauldron.
The one who was speaking kind of leaves to go check around the inn. Well, the other one who's like kind of like, hey, so are you guys gonna go check out the goblins? I heard they're hiring for something like that. Fair bit of coin. No one in town's willing to travel that far.
We have a few things on our to-do list, that being one of them.
Oh, cool. I know that the speaker, she was talking about it a lot. Obviously the sheriff, but yeah. Don't let me stop you guys. I'm just never seen an animal like this tore apart, at least in the town.
Well, these are strange times we live in.
Yeah, I'm sure whoever's Axebeak that is, they were very sad. Very sad indeed.
Yeah, best way to get around the tundra. That's what I hear, at least. I've never gone out. I've just been kind of, in town mostly, but yeah, Yeah, that, well, maybe they weren't too attached. Kind of like that rib's
Oh,
not
they-
attached anymore.
Yeah, not attached. That's right.
Okay, we're gonna be on our way, so if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
just-
And he's just kind of
Anyone
like,
help me with the cauldron, please.
I will grab the other side.
you two start kind of dragging it into the snow of the kind of street outside. You would hear a whistle as a couple more people start coming up towards the side of the inn, where the woman's body is.
Keep walking.
Keep walking.
Yeah, and as you kind of walk by, one was like, "No, they're good. I just talked to them. They're heading off, but I don't know." And you hear them kind of murmur. A couple of them rush into the inside of the inn as you're heading out. I'll say, for ease of things, as you guys are leaving, Erevan, you're just coming in through the gates of Bryn Shander, having not gotten a rest, but you're there. And you would see the troop dragging the cauldron down the road. And you would also see what looks to be a dead dwarf in an alleyway as three guardsmen kind of are overlooking it. And they see you coming from the north, so they know. They're like, just give you a nod.
I'll go over and join them then. And try to catch up on anything that they've done and accomplished that I wasn't already aware of.
Yeah, and you guys would see Erevan rushing up to you guys.
Hey, Aravan. Glad you made it back safe.
Me too. No problem. How'd it go with recovering the stolen loot that the whoever that guy was, the Zentarum stole from you?
Well, apparently they didn't get the gems. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's just bullshit.
You should
They
have
wouldn't
just
hand them
burned
over.
the ground.
But we got the cauldron and a few handful of coin.
You got the cauldron, that's great. I saw that you guys were grabbing that and pulling that out. The my owl Oberon did come back after going to Goodmead. I know that you guys saw that snake thing fly off, and I sent Oberon after it. It went over to Goodmead. Are we on our way to East Haven now?
In that general direction.
All right. Well, as we're walking, then I could continue to update you on what I learned, if that's okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Walking and talking.
something's
Okay.
gotta keep me awake.
Keep
And
us awake.
We can
Yeah.
update you on some of the happenings.
Hearing the occasional
All right.
dog barking in the distance of... It's still in the interior of Bryn Shander. It'll take you like 10 minutes to walk through it, 15. Not a huge town, but it's big enough to talk if you want to talk throughout.
So, speaking of, I have another really juicy bit after this, but to close the loop on Goodmead, I mentioned that Oberon did fly there, which is somehow interconnected with that guy that, or somebody that was sending, we think, sending messages using those snakes. What I learned from interrogating that gentleman down in the cellar was that a recent election had been slightly rigged for the town speaker in Goodmead by making the election or the elected person, Shandar Froth, look like a hero. So that was one way that the election was biased. So that dwarf now leads the town, and he is supposed to be in cahoots with the Zents, who I was interrogating. This group of Zentarum, they seem to be more interested in accumulating power than killing people. So these are kind of like the gentler, friendlier Zentarum than I'm used to down south. So that's my news on Goodmead. I have another juicy nugget, but why don't you get me caught up on what you guys are up to?
I was really pulling for Olivessa.
Yeah. She seemed nice. Well,
Yeah, put it incredibly
Beverage
eloquently,
is-
so...
Severidge is a werewolf. Or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Basically, Pinecone 3.0. Maybe with a longer life expectancy.
How'd you find out about that?
Stronger too.
I didn't think about it like
He tried to kill us.
With a jaw to the shoulder.
A jaw to the shoulder.
And he killed our Axebeak.
I don't
And
think
a
I knew
dwarven
about the
spy.
X-Beak, so I didn't know that we were missing an X-Beak, so I
Yeah.
didn't comment on it.
Such a
I was gonna steal some in the other town, but I didn't get around to it. Well, that's interesting. We'll have to maybe look for a cure if you want to be cured. Seems like if it was me, I'd want to be cured of that. How do you feel? And I go over to him.
At some point, I'll make it to the wolf tribe. But seems we have more to do.
Speaking
Alright.
of the wolf tribe, do you think they could use the cauldron?
Some
Certainly
would.
keep them from eating each other again.
It would probably split the tribe again, but it would save many lives.
Oh, and then nobody would know where it is, too. Alright, do you think you could sniff him out? You know where to go, Sev?
I can. I mean, we're what? A day and a half, 2 days away from their section of the tundra.
You're right, the scent probably wouldn't travel that far.
I can probably find them when we get out there, but
Made a straight shot. It would be about 2 days travel.
Well, yeah, we gotta get rid of this thing, otherwise we won't be able to travel very fast. So,
we can find them. It's just effort. In the wrong direction.
Make a difference to me where you drop off the cauldron. It's your spoils of victory that you earned, and I thought you wanted it to go to East Haven, so wherever you want to take it, I'll be happy to join you. I did hear about one other piece of information that I thought was particularly interesting. After we get rid of this cauldron, wherever it gets dropped off, there's a ship. This is from the other guy that I was This is from the guy that I was interrogating. He said that there's a ship off the coast that might have some rum left over in its hull, and the innkeeper in Bremen could be willing to pay good money for that rum, which I think is poignant because it seems like we need some extra money because we weren't able to recover that loot that was stolen from you. There's also something aboard that ship that we could look for. It's hidden or maybe locked away in a chest or stowed behind a secret panel. And he leans forward a little bit and says, there's supposed to be a pair of bracers, no ordinary ones. They belonged to an archer many years ago who sailed the high seas. They're supposed to be infused with a magic that sharpens your aim even in the fiercest storms. I've heard they're etched with symbols of arrows and waves. Could be worth checking out along with that rum. I know that we need the coin if we could sell that rum.
And that's even the opposite direction.
The third
Where's-
direction.
We're just getting pulled everywhere.
I know. My idea for that is, I know we don't have money for sleds or transport, but if we could get this cauldron dropped off at East Haven, they don't have any more money for gems or reward because they already gave it to you once. However, maybe they'd be thankful to get it back because it was taken from them by force. And if they have sleds or whatever we could use for transport to get barrels of rum off of a ship, maybe they have, how many are we, 6? Maybe they have 6 of those that we could use instead of them giving us other more valuable material goods. If those are, I wouldn't say plentiful, but they may have surplus that we could say
I
we're
don't
in
know
good
if we
faith.
have time to chase ghost stories of shipwrecks, of what may or may not have been on it. We have slightly more pressing matters, I think, than chasing ghost stories.
Well, that druid lady was really interested in a ship up there too.
Yes, well, the druids are crazy.
That's true. And getting to Bremen would usually require navigating through or around Targos. That's
Easily done.
Easily.
On the map.
I'm agreeing with Erevan, going to East Haven. Also, Sev, if you think that Wolf Tribe could use this cauldron, I think we
Anyone
go there
can
too.
use the cauldron. Who do we trust to keep it safe?
No one. We
The
trust no one.
tribe being on the move would help.
So when we come back to East Haven in a couple of days and it's been stolen again, are we gonna go get it again?
You guys are willing to let your loot get taken away once. Whoever takes cauldron, it's on them then after that.
Still say we
Also-
should have burned the place down with him in it, but
probably.
Erevan agrees.
I don't think the Wolf Tribe is a bad idea, actually.
being on the constant move would help keep it out of hands of those who don't deserve it.
We also create some sort of civil war between the tribes again, but we're not going to concern
Or
ourselves with that.
alternatively, we could just dump the thing.
Honestly, I like the Wolf Tribe idea. I think that's pretty good.
I like that too.
If we're just gonna dump it, we might as well keep it. Find use for it.
Eat some stew.
To keep it.
What about that tower? We could keep it in that tower while we mull over this shit.
But then nobody gets to use it. An item like
And
this.
also
should
nobody
be
else knows where the tower is, right?
Somebody does. He was trying to get a group together to go back.
Then we leave the bloody corpse with it.
You would enjoy
It's
killing
fine.
anyone that tries to steal it.
He knows exactly where the tower is.
Where's the tower?
Yeah, where is Krentos?
You would see him come from the shadows. I'm right here.
Can you carry this thing?
I can
I
drag
don't think he could without his arms falling off. Look at that. And I'm gonna hold up his arm that is very clearly rotting away.
it. Oh yeah.
With those arms, though.
I'm strong.
They're good for killing and not hauling.
So good for killing. And you can still see frozen blood on his hands.
think I saw some of your handiwork, Brentas, on the way out of wherever the hell we were.
Targos.
Targos.
Didn't open.
I don't
I
know
saw
where that is.
4 dead guards on the way out.
So dead.
I wasn't allowed to kill more.
Another time.
Will be more sense.
Okay. So, we've got a bunch of stuff that needs to be done in the south. And we've got like 1 or 2 things that need to be done in the north. We've got frozen ship, a lake monster, which we probably won't do much about, the goblins, the Goliaths, which are in the northeast.
They're way over here.
Yeah, they're way down. Way down south.
Yep.
The goblins.
Way
Then we've
over
got the-
here.
Goblins could probably use anyone can use the cauldron. Goblins could use it though, probably. You don't know. Good bartering
Or
tool.
taking out the goblins.
Cauldron for the shield guardian.
But as you get to the gate of Bryn Shander, they'll ask you for your names to take off the list, but realize that it hasn't been updated all throughout. Like, oh. You guys are leaving awfully quick, but... Okay. I'll let them know to write down your name and put a circle around it. Let them know to take off your names already. Pretty quick, just passing through.
Uh-huh.
Hey, did you hear what was going on the north side?
Yeah, somebody lost an axe beak.
No, I hope they find it.
And it appeared a dwarf had jumped from her window. Such a shame.
Oh, yeah, I heard the whistles. I just wasn't sure what that was about. Well, stay warm out there. Not that you can, but... safe travels. They'll open the gate. Out of Bryn Shander to the east way? Are you guys still... Are you still going to East Haven then? Or where are you going?
To the wolves.
Fuck if I know.
Out of town?
You are outside the gates of the town.
Conclusion.
We're gonna take this into the wolves, right?
In that case, do you want to head up to Leninwood, drop the cauldron off at Tia's house, head up to the ship thing, check that out, get money for that, get the rum, hopefully, and then make our way back down south from there?
House.
Are we really going to chase ghost stories?
They've been
I mean-
chasing ghost stories this entire time, I feel like.
We based the last couple of our decisions from the information off from a literal ghost.
The magic
Mhm.
artifact sounds kind of tempting, but I'm not sure we really want to brave the sea of moving ice for rum.
Tia, roll me a charisma check.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
Like that.
Noted.
Yeah, I am kind of itching to start learning more about the Frostmaiden, so I'm cool with that.
Where would we go to learn more about the Frostmaiden?
The druids were interested in a ship. It's probably connected.
Now we're going to Tia's house.
Heading
Took
north?
the wrong gate for that, but we can go around.
Yeah. Or we could have said that you'd like, yeah, you can easily go around the outside of the wall. that the plan? Going to Tourmaline?
Yeah.
Or going to Lonelywood by Tourmaline and then stopping at Tia's cabin?
I think so.
Try.
Alright. Are you going to stop anywhere in the middle of the night? Because it is like probably midnight.
Yeah, do we just want to get out of town, just make a little shelter? Do we see any shelter on the way?
You have not seen, like... If you had seen a campsite, it would be covered in snow. But, like, there's no, like... No trees until you get up to Tourmaline.
Journey is it?
Oh wait, didn't I take a new spell?
Going to Tourmaline from Bryn
Oh.
Shander.
Hell yeah, took a new spell.
You did.
Yeah. Once we get a decent away from the city, I'll stop everybody. Guys, I can't really go much further. We gotta take a rest here. Why don't we just set up right over here? Just give me a couple minutes. I'll make us a little protective space. And Phineas sits down in the snow, opens up his spell book, finds the right page, starts chanting some words, and a circle appears around him, grows, and dome appears, and it's white as snow. And he'll stick his head outside. Guys, come on. It's warm in here.
Sounds good. I'll check
Go
that out.
in. And just go in.
As it is warm.
It's like an igloo.
It's kind of like an igloo. Looks kind of like a snowdrift from outside. But we can see what's going on outside, and it's at least out of the chill.
Did you get any rest before whatever you guys were doing over there happened? I know a lot of you got injured. I haven't had any rest yet.
Got about an hour. And Sev did. How you feeling? You're still good, Sev? You're not gonna do anything.
It should be fine, but if you want me to sleep outside,
No.
fine with me.
No, you're fine. I don't want you to feel like I don't want you here, because I do. You're an integral part of this team.
Just don't eat us, please.
That would be preferable.
Yeah.
We
We're
taste like
discarding
shit, probably anyway.
still.
Seth doesn't eat.
Rest equally. I'll take the first shift. I need 4 hours of rest, so I'll take the first awake shift if no one else wants it. And then
Yeah,
I need
but-
4 hours at the end.
Yeah, just you don't really need to worry too much. Nothing really can get in here unless there's another wizard.
That should be easy then.
Yeah. I'm gonna good night. Good night, guys. And he just kind of flops over, and immediately falls asleep.
Whoever's awake, I'll say that was clutch that he was able to cast this.
Sleeping on the tundra is not that bad.
Pretty bad.
The snow kind of slowly melts away beneath you in this dome. As it is pretty comfortable temperature.
I was like, yeah. I was looking at Phineas. He's pretty cool. I'll take second watch.
All right.
I'll
I
wake
will
her
take
up
third.
when my watch is done.
Is there anything you'd like to do during your rest or before everyone beds down altogether? Or are you just business as usual? keeping an eye out.
I will pet Oberon and tell him he's been a good boy.
You would occasionally hear the hooting of an owl within the dome. But in the night, you might notice the occasional animal come over and smell, like a little fox occasionally, come over and smell the dome. But quickly walks away after realizing this shit's weird. But the night goes by without issue. Phineas, I need a Constitution save. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. The night goes by without issue, as you would probably wake up at this point closer to, like, you would be able to see that little bit of light on the horizon. And you have about a 5.5-hour journey to Tourmaline and then another 2 hours to Lonelywood. You can always try to double time it if you're in a rush.
We have a giant cauldron. I don't know if we can.
Just a normal amount of headache today.
Just normal.
Normal speed. Disintegrate descents.
Alright. Who's, like, kind of at the front of the group as you're traveling in the dark and low light? It would mostly be low light throughout, but...
Do you normally have the Gloomstalker go out front?
Just kind of walk. We're not really.
Yeah, we just kind of
Organized.
walked. We're not really organized.
Yeah, we're just kind of dragging the cauldron.
We're
Okay.
walking on a known path. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
Front then. I could see in the dark. I could be stealthy.
I try and stay in the middle of the group.
It's
That's
dark.
again.
We're walking on the road. It's not that pressing.
And Seb would probably have his lantern on through most
Then
of
I'll
this as
be
well.
opposite of that lantern. If he's in the front, if the lantern's in the back or the front, I'll be the opposite.
I'll take the back then. Doesn't matter. Definitely
Is it-
not the group though.
Is it too windy where Oberon can't fly?
That's what we're gonna roll for. That's why I was like, whoever's in front is the one who's gonna do the rolling for the day. So with Erevan out front then. Erevan, roll me a d20. Actually, roll me 2 d20s.
I know how to do that. Can you just do slash roll d20?
/r space 1 2d20.
Nice.
9 and 9. No.
Double 9.
Conditions are actually pretty favorable today.
Okay.
And yeah, Oberon can fly out front.
So he'll do kind of a teardrop pattern to the left and come back, and then a teardrop pattern to the right and come back.
As you kind of get closer, you can start to see bits of the lake that are unfrozen going along the path to Tourmaline. And honestly, without issue, you guys would arrive at Tourmaline. It's one of the more walked paths. And you would actually kind of see as you're entering or approaching the town, you would see a sled dog, a pair of them, a pair of sleds with dogs on them, heading south.
Is it daytime now or sunrise?
There is no sunrise. You guys would arrive in Tourmaline right as any low light goes away. So it is back to darkness at this point.
Early afternoon.
As you get there at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I don't know where our ultimate destination is. Are we continuing on through here?
Tia,
Yeah.
she has a spot in Lonelywood.
Okay, so we're continuing on through here, or are we stopping here?
Do we need anything?
I don't think so. I don't.
and just to move through.
All right.
Still think going to a ghost ship chasing ghost stories is a waste of time, but
Okay,
I'm inclined to agree.
While
The
we were going to
goblins
the other ship.
instead, I say.
That's 5 days away from here. Probably more.
Okay.
Well, what is the
You
other?
realize that
need-
technically we acquired the cauldron by chasing a ghost story. Because, I'm sorry, Missy Fisherman, we knew they were dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
that was more of a solid lead.
It was a little more
Yes,
than, hey, there's
well-
rum in this place.
I don't give a shit about the rum.
That's just to get the
I'm
How
more
coin.
long
interested in
ago
the
did
fact
this
that
ship go
the
down?
people. I'm more interested in the fact that the people who worship this Frostmaiden are interested in this ship. And in order to end this winter, heaven forbid, we have to know a bit more about her. And I'm kind of with Seven, if these people are interested in them, maybe that has some sort of significance. We need some sort of lead. And so far, the Frost Druids being interested in the ship is the only lead we have.
About the ship before? Erevan asks, question mark.
Pardon?
You've heard about the ship before? Because this is
Heard
the
about-
first time that I've heard of the ship.
About a ship. I'm sure the Sea of Moving Ice has claimed many a ship, so
Ah, okay. I only heard
Yeah.
about that one ship from the guy in the cellar.
they may be the same ship, they may not.
in Lonelywood, there's this kind of sarcophagus kind of thing. It's a tomb, and during the full moon, you can get kind of an unlimited questions answered. You can scry a bunch of times, and during the new moon, it opens up a door. Do I have those backwards? Either way.
No, those are
Well,
correct, because it's currently a full moon.
and inside the door, we found this druid lady that worked for the Frostmaiden, we think. And there was a map. There's a map that had the ship's location.
Are we heading to Lonelywood? Do we need to stop at Tourmaline?
You have to go through
Yeah,
Tourmaline.
you can go. You can easily go through Tourmaline. I'll say
It's
that
on the road.
the town seems more active than when you guys had first gone through it, and you would even get some smiles and waves to those of you that helped out the mine and the group in general. But easily pass through Tourmaline unaccosted. More friendly faces than anything towards you all. None of them seem to mind that you have a cat lady and a drow or a bird person with you, because they seem to actually know them all. But heading to Lonelywood, it's just a 2-hour. It is a blustery travel to Lonelywood every time without fail, just because of the way the wind rolls off of Mare Dualden, kind of hitting that updraft a little bit across the lake there. But I'll say you guys can arrive in Lonelywood, which is equally as friendly as people kind of wave and smile as you enter there as well. But you can easily head to Tia's cabin on the northern outskirts of Lonelywood. It's kind of a homely type of place that some of you have been before.
How big is this cauldron? Can we obscure it from view before we go into the city? So we don't tell
It's a
everyone
small
where it is?
town. We can definitely just fit it to my cabin, and no one will know the wiser. Most people leave my place alone.
Nice.
She's the crazy cat
Yes.
lady.
The less people that know it's there, probably the better.
was the other moon, we could lock it away for a whole month, but it is not.
So there's no formalities like going through the guards or the wall or the gates or nothing like
These
that?
are much, much smaller towns.
Okay, cool. Then are we cool just dropping it off?
They're like villages.
We need to go like 20 minutes north of Lonelywood to the outskirts to drop it off.
Yeah.
Should we
easily
also
done.
do a long? Should we also do a long rest to even that out?
That was in the bubble, I assume.
It's been like
We just did-
8-ish
Oh,
hours,
yeah,
so
sure.
so
8-ish
you'll probably rest here for the night.
Do you want to push? Do we? It was a new moon, or was it a full moon yesterday?
It was a full moon yesterday, and today you have 13 days until the new moon.
Sure. We don't have a way to manipulate the door or the mirror.
Mm-mm.
Not yet. But I'll say you can easily also sleep in Tia's cabin for the evening, as you would notice Bakara feeling very at home here, and there is a large white moose fur kind of bundled up on the corner somewhere for to perch. For them to perch. But yeah, I'll say no need to utilize any sort of rations or anything. I mean, you really didn't have to yesterday either, because you have a cauldron. Yeah,
Throw some snow in there.
yeah. But is there anything you'd like to do while in Lonelywood or Tia's cabin before heading out towards the Sea of Moving Ice?
Are we sleeping?
Yeah, it's the next day.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. No.
If I was gonna say, if you want, you can keep your things, but that's fine. Because we're gonna.
Supplies, anything like that?
What?
I don't. Does anybody need supplies?
Nope.
Yeah. All right, and we're actually gonna do travel slightly different. So as you guys head out on the north side of Lonelywood, there is no trail, kind of skirting around the woods, and finally, eventually, kind of going around the frozen lake, seeing open tundra. You would see deer here and there, the occasional rabbit, when you start heading off into the wide open tundra west. You guys haven't gone out the tundra west very much, if at all.
Nope. This is the furthest this direction we've been.
Feels good going this way.
We've never
A little bit
crossed
quieter.
the whatever that word is river. The Sharingan River.
Yeah. Shooting guard? I can't. It's so small. Shane Garn. But yeah, as you head out across the tundra, we're gonna just, yeah. As Phineas casts Mage Armor in the morning, I will have Phineas, since you like rolling right now. Phineas, roll me 2d20.
I like rolling. I love rolling. There's a 2 nat ones. Hell yeah.
Love it. So
Oh, this will be fun.
God.
along your first day of
There is
travel,
no god.
several hours pass. Just along the snow. It is snowing, but it's not blizzard condition. It's rugged. Nothing you guys are unused to. And then, at about in the darkness within around you guys, you start to hear that kind of, I don't know if my mic will pick it up, that kind of almost like thunder is what you would hear. But it keeps going, it keeps getting louder You find yourself between kind of two larger hills. As you look around, the snow starts to kind of drift along those a little bit, just from this like thunderous noise. And I should know everybody's passive
Windy?
perception. It is slightly windy here. Not
Lightly, or
lightly. It's not blizzard
so
conditions.
Oberon could still fly.
Yeah. But at
Okay.
this point, Severage, Alara, like everyone except for Phineas and Tia, because everyone has really good passive perceptions.
I mean,
Uh,
I'm light based, so
that is true. So Alara, Andres, and Erevan, you would see behind you what looks like a cloud of snow moving in your direction. And at the base of that cloud looks to be a cluster of animals. In fact, elk. Well, more actually, reindeer. Is actually a few of them do have glowing blue horns, but they are just that thunder that you were hearing is actually hooves beating onto the snow, heading right for you. You can see there are dozens of them.
wish I remember what happened last time we saw them to know if this is a good omen or a bad omen.
He
Uh,
said that it was a good omen.
what do you guys do?
Right towards us, it would be super cool. Would that igloo protect us?
Yeah.
Takes
Can't
10
get it
minutes.
up that
10 minutes to
fast.
cast. What are you guys doing
We do
right
not
now
have
in
10
this
minutes.
moment?
I'll turn around and open my wings up and flap them and make a kind of like a blade of wind going at them, so that way it's easier for them to divert around us instead of coming straight toward us.
Give me an Arcana check.
Like a half mile away?
No, they are right up on you. Maybe 100 or so, 150 feet as they're coming up over a hill behind you, coming down into almost like a valley of sorts.
26.
A 26. A few of them, like on the rear, start to kind of divert. More instead creating not a wave. Well, yeah, creating more of a wave of them because they're more spread out. You can see there are at least 3, 4, 5 dozen of these reindeer. Only a handful of them have these glowing antlers. But it kind of diverts them a little bit as you guys are kind of just standing there. Phineas creates this wall of wind or this gust of wind kind of trying to blow them to the side. A few of them still kind of push through like their instincts as the others are kind of trying to run uphill as it creates this kind of swathing wave coming towards you guys.
They're still
Not gonna
coming at
get
us.
out of the way. I would steady aim and shoot at one of them.
No, they're still coming at us.
They are still coming at you, but it's more spread out and almost kind of slowing them down, so you guys do have a little bit more time to react.
I would like to basically scoop up as much snow as I can and just fling it into the air and give them start yelling in Yeti. And hopefully they recognize it as a predator and will divert and try to run away.
All right, give me an intimidation check. With a nat 20. As the front of them that are kind of the some that are pushing through this gust of wind, immediately a bunch of them like kind of rear up, creating this kind of tumbling effect as some of them just can't stop, as you know, momentum. So some of them kind of crash into each other, some barreling. They are still close to you, but some of them, the initial few, stop and rear up, causing this crash, this like watching a motorcycle wreck in slow motion, or actually like those bicycle races when you see one of them wreck and just like causes a bunch more to tumble over. That is what is happening. You scared the shit out of them, and they start tumbling over. You can see actually now behind them looks to be some humanoid figures and heavy furs. chasing, throwing
I
spears.
swear to God, if those are the druids, I'm going to murder them.
Yes.
The reindeer?
Well, it's
Or as
exactly.
us?
They're throwing them at the reindeer. Like you can just barely make them out in the distance. They're maybe
They're hunting.
150
That
or
could
so feet
really
away.
shorten this whole undertaking, though.
Reindeer are not threatening us right now.
Then this exact moment, a bunch of them have tumbled
scared.
forward and are scared. Some of them kind of divert a little bit more. But you can see behind them is like a group of humanoids, as far as you can tell, and just like kind of a little bit of silhouettes. Where these reindeer kind of start falling and trudging through. Little where the ones with the glowy horns fall, little motes of light kind of appear on the ground. And they aren't stopping, but it will give everyone time to either do something or and you also have time to see that there's actually people behind them.
Clear where we interrupted some sort of hunt. We should just
Well,
probably stay out of the way.
try to sprint out of their way.
All right.
Just veer off.
As you guys try to veer off, I will let everyone make a dexterity save at disadvantage, or at advantage. At disadvantage, because you guys are rolling so bad. Yeah, give me a dexterity check at advantage, everyone.
Oh, I did bad.
Why did I roll a 0? Or no, that's not me. Never mind. It checked.
So, the Tia and Phineas, you each will, as you veer away from them, some of their antlers kind of catch you just barely as you're running like up a hill, as they're trying to go like through the valley because that's the easiest, the path of least resistance, and kind of like this fan shape. Each Phineas and Tia would each take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from hooves and just the stray horn or antler tugging onto you as the reindeer pass on by. This group of humanoids in the darkness beyond now seems to be running towards you all. You can hear faint yelling. Does anyone speak Orcish?
No. Pretty
Uh,
sure, actually. Hold on.
I'll look around, see if anybody does.
Not. I don't.
And you would see a hulking figure behind all of them, as Pasco Destructo is giving Watcher's inspiration to Phineas, I believe.
That's me.
So Phineas, you can add a d6 to any roll for the remainder of the session. Any single roll.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, thanks, Pasco Destructo. You would all just hear this yelling, Nocto Ba! And
Cast tongues on myself.
you would hear, stop them now.
I don't think they want to chat. Do they sound angry, or what do they sound like?
Yes, very angry.
Yeah. All right, we should probably get a move on. Let's go, guys.
They are running in your direction.
If Phineas starts to fly off, stay low.
Phineas flies off after he says, we should go, guys. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Did he say that these were guys that were looking to attack us?
No, he just said we should go.
Okay,
So
then let's go.
They don't want to talk.
All right, so you guys just straight up trying to run?
Oops, I didn't mean to click that.
You are proficient with a short sword.
I
I
was
don't.
trying to see my range on the short bow. I normally use a long bow.
We'll say everyone, if you're running, give me an athletics check.
I'm not running though.
Why does it
So
have
I
to
didn't
be
need
athletics?
I mean, you still need athletics just for distance. Wow.
I'm not strong.
I'm a sorcerer, not a
Oh,
runner.
man.
You know, it happens.
I guess if they're moving at that speed, I'm not running at all. So I was trying to be at like the first line between us and the orcs. So
Okay.
if they're
I think we all
struggling,
I'm just
briefly-
gonna try and move into the shadows,
Yeah.
into the darkness. Where
You would
Matt doesn't
notice
touch.
little bits of light flitting about the area here. Uh, as
Light.
what?
You said little flits of light. What do you? Is there a map? Because I just see the regional map.
Yeah, there is no map right now. Little sourceless bits of light kind of from where the reindeer have either fallen or like kind of shedding light from their antlers. It's a weird phenomenon. As you would see not too far in the distance here, looks like old ruined building, as what looks like a group of maybe almost nearly a dozen orcs, one of them twice the size of the others, like almost the size of an ogre, trudging to your location. And what we're gonna do, now I am gonna bring you to a map. As Phineas is in the sky, you guys are trying to run and divert away from the pack animals, which are now gone. I'll bring you to this map. So, and they definitely have a bead on you, as they are also carrying torches, a few of them.
Oh shit.
And there's a bunch of them. And we're gonna roll initiative. As the one in the front is pointing towards you and the one yelling. As Patchworks is also giving Tia the one buff. Tia, you have +1 to every single roll for the next minute. Thanks, Patch.
Nice.
You have to burn them all.
There's no other choice, so Tia will have even one more on her initiative. As, yeah, everybody is on here. Sev, you are up front. You would see this burly orc running behind you. As he just shouts out, "We're still gonna have meat!" Phineas would hear that. The rest of you guys would just hear, "No!" As he pulls out a great axe and rushes towards Sev. And Sev, you would hear more talking. Phineas, you would hear from the sky above, "Give me your stuff!" As he swings out with his great axe. 2 times. Getting a 13 and a 13 to hit.
those will miss.
As just swinging wildly. Missing for all of his friends to see.
Ooh, party.
That'll take us to Alara.
Okay, let's see. How far are these? No, not used doing that spell. Okay. Hunter's Mark. This guy,
The big boy?
please.
He's not the big the
Um,
main dude. The big boy's in the back. Yeah.
And then this guy's got a weird token.
That guy's got a weird token. And you can see he's actually wearing armor underneath his cloth. The rest of them are in hides, and he's got hides over top of his armor.
mm. Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot this fella a couple of times. Well, try.
Absolutely. You will have advantage at the moment. I don't think he's carrying a torch.
Hmm.
Oh,
Where
you
is
are in the
my
light
shooty
of
button?
Steve.
Yeah.
So just regular shot. Plus Hunter's Mark. 18 will definitely hit.
Where is it? There.
For 10 points of damage. Arrow kind of strikes him right in his arm as he's swinging his big old great axe.
Okay. And next one.
21 will also hit. Does Hunter's Mark every attack now? I can't remember.
It should be.
Can we just say it is because Rangers get nothing?
Get
It's
Hunter's
true.
Mark.
Just get
Great.
screwed over.
Rangers get
Hooray.
so much.
Name one thing beside Hunter's Mark.
Well, you
Yeah.
got you can be invisible all the time in darkness.
Favorite terrain.
No favorite terrain anymore. But kind of.
We don't got that no more.
Martial weapon proficiency.
Yes.
Wow.
And half caster.
Yeah, okay. And then I am going to I can move 40 feet.
And these are those little bits of light that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Flitting about. Residuals.
Oh, is my torch a different
Okay.
color then?
Is your torch?
Is my lantern glowing in blue?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Turn finish.
That will take us to Erevan.
Alright. Irvin is. I think I know how to ping. No, I don't.
Should just be a click.
Yeah,
Then the
if you
whole-
have the select button, yeah, you just click left mouse button.
That guy?
Yeah.
He's gonna steady aim and attack that guy.
All right.
He's going to use 1d6 of his sneak attack to use the poison cunning strike.
All right.
His DC is 15, and then he would have 2d6 left over.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have a little thing for you. If you're doing a cunning attack, you just check that off on your character sheet.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. We'll see if this works. That was one attack, so he
Yeah,
gets
so you have advantage. A 16 does hit.
All right, super. And then that's damage. And
Oh,
damage.
so yeah, so if you click
automatically.
it does it automatically if you click the short bow in the chat window. For 20 points of damage though, as he's got to make a
Constitution
saving throw.
saving throw.
DC 15. At least that's my.
He got a big 17. As you quickly lace your arrow with some poison and loose it.
That's all he could do. That's all his
Alright.
actions.
That will take us to Tia. You hear "Oh!" in the distance. From
All right,
from
I
the
want
half-orc.
to hit that really big guy.
He's the one who just took
I'm gonna hit him with
an arrow to the shin.
yeah. I'm gonna hit him with Psychic Force.
All right. And what are you hoping for him to see?
A giant elk.
What is this elk
If this
doing?
will go. Like it's doing a standoff with him.
Okay.
That's
Gotcha.
scary.
And anything else for Tia? As you guys don't see anything happen, but you would see. Let's see. He's got to make an intelligence save. That's his strong suit. No, he got an 11. As he just looks kind of confused. Hey, where'd you come from? Anything else for Tia?
All right. I'll let my turn there.
It will take us to Sev.
The big guy speaks. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Broken common. The rest speak common too. They just don't want to.
no, I'll just give out another Yeti scream, and I'm gonna dagger this guy who ran up on me.
All right.
I don't get anything fancy, so uncheck that box. Dagger.
19's gonna hit. 5 points of piercing damage.
Nick dagger. Ooh.
9 is unfortunately gonna be a miss. He's already got 2 arrows in him. You kind of strike him with one. The second one, he just kind of pushes your arm away with his axe.
I'm going to use my bonus action because I get to do that. I didn't have to do anything weird.
Nothing weird here.
Disengage from here. Let's see. I don't know that she's over there. I'll just leave my character sheet where it was. I can't even see her.
Yeah, you do see her.
I thought she's out of. Looks like she's out of the. No, there's a little glowy
There's
thing.
a little glowy thing over
There's
there.
little glowies.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I could get all the way there. Yeah, I'm just gonna dagger that guy, and I will run past him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait. Oh well, if Phineas blows me up, he blows me up. I run at this guy.
Okay. Running towards that guy. It will take us to his turn. As you approach him, pulls out a spear to go for a jab. As he does, a secondary, almost ghostly spear appears behind you. He casts spiritual weapon. Do they have it? Yeah, we'll do a big old spear. It's not that big.
Massive spear.
The massive spear. A magical spear appears behind you and is going to try to stab you.
Oh, and it's animated.
Yeah, it's fancy.
So fancy.
Can't see.
Getting a 13 to hit,
Nope.
and then he's going to actually try to stab you with his actual spear. Getting a 9 to hit.
Nope.
Not good for these guys. Not a good first showing. That'll take us to Phineas as he speaks in common. You come for death.
I'm not really interested in dying right now. Thank you, though.
That's what he was saying to Sev.
Move over. I'll move over to here, flying. Am I within my distance here? I am. And I will point over toward Ilara, and I'll cast haste on her.
Oh.
Oh,
Big
Thank
old
you.
Haste McHasterson.
And then I will end my turn there.
All right. It's going to take us all these regular orcs. as they just start to charge up. Actually, yep. They can charge real quick. They're fast boys. At least for now. We're like, get them. Yeah. Two of them are going to attack Andres. Actually, Andres hasn't done anything yet, so they don't know what Tia's done, though, either.
I'm a little slow on the draw.
Sev's being big and proud, so this guy will actually go down here instead. So one of them going towards Andres, 2 towards Tia, and 2 towards Alara. Attacking with big old axes. Do Andres getting a big old 19 to hit.
I'll cast shield.
All right. As he kind of
Nice.
looks like it's going to hit you, and you
Sure.
just kind of instinctively cast up your shield against Tia. Big old axes coming your way. Getting a 20 and a 10 to hit.
I'm gonna use shield on the 20 so it misses.
Hell yeah.
She's joking. It's a joke.
Would be cool.
Tia, you do take 9 points of damage, slashing damage from the great axe.
Okay.
I do need
I
a
tried.
Constitution save. DC is 10. Maintain concentration on the illusion that the ogre is seeing. You are good to go. And against Sev, 2 of them swinging, getting a 16 and a 12.
16 hits.
As you take 7 points of slashing damage.
I'll take 3.
As you take 3 points of slashing damage. And Alara, these 2 up against you. You do have +2 to your AC right now, so getting an 8 and a 14 to hit. These guys are really sucking. Which will end their turn, as they're just kind of growling up close and personal. Which will take us to Andres.
Not the most efficient shield. Already drops. Are we on the new rules already? Like the
new
rules?
We can
The
start
actual rules.
adapting to where if you can cast like multiple spells in a turn, that kind of thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Kind of. I'm talking about the new Spirit Guardians.
Where you hit everything automatically. I'm gonna rule that you can only hit them once, but yeah, I don't care.
I mean, yeah, they can only make the save once a turn.
Yeah.
Okay, all good. I'll move in here and cast some Spirit Guardians.
All right.
I'll put it in the chat anyways.
As your Spirit Guardians rains out in a 10-foot, 15-foot.
Yes.
15-foot emanation, as they call it. They'll have to make dexterity saves.
Wisdom.
Wisdom saves, thank you. Did it used to be dexterity saves?
No, it was always Wisdom.
Fair enough. 5 of them? 4 of them.
4.
All of them failed.
Okay, 11 damage.
They will all take 11 points of radiant damage as these... what does your Spirit Guardians look like again?
It's pulsing waves of blue light. Okay, light blue.
Blue light. Anything else for Andres?
That's all I got. Yep.
All right.
I'll give myself the red dot for concentration.
That will take us to the half ogre. It was just like, hey, get out of my way. And Tia, you can roll some damage on the psychic force.
That's a d6.
I believe so. Yes.
Might be better now.
It might. I don't know if it upcasts. Like if you, because you cast everything at higher levels. No, that one does not upcast. But yeah, for 6 points of damage, as he seems to be kind of struggling midair, grabbing the horns of something. +1. For 7 points of damage. Which will end
It is
his turn.
2d8 now.
Oh, dang. Tia, do you want to roll 2d8 instead?
Sure.
You roll lower, I'm very sorry.
Watch it be a 3 anyways.
I will hold the grudge.
For 7. Yeah, as this half ogre looks fucked. Something is kind of pushing him back, he feels like. That'll take us to the chief. You first, elf. Steps up to Andres. And is going to try and slash at you with his big old axe.
When does Spirit Guardians trigger? I don't. Is that not the new?
End of their turn.
Okay, because that's not the new text.
It is the new text.
Because it says on or at the start of their turn.
Oh, sorry, no,
Mhm.
that is not the. My bad. I haven't updated that. That is the old
And it
text.
is a
you're
new
right.
turn. So go ahead and roll Spirit Guardians. He is going.
No, sorry, that is the old text. It's at the end of the turn if they ended in there. I haven't
Gotcha.
updated that. That's my bad.
So getting a 24 to hit
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
as you take 11 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And big old con save DC 10. You're good. Swinging at you again, seemingly missing as it clinks against your armor. And he'll end his turn there as he lets out another raging roar.
Then he will take some more damage.
Dang. Yeah, they are very wise. He will take 19 points of radiant damage, which will take us to Alara, as these two orcs are right by you. And you are fast as lightning right now. Lightning McQueen.
Okay. So I'm just gonna rain attacks onto one guy because if I can take him down that now, it stops them from flanking me.
Exactly.
Okay. Short sword. Come on. Bring up the good numbers.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
An 18 will hit. Which one are you hitting, the left or the right?
Oh. This one.
All right.
That's a.
You will take.
Oh, sorry. Take
You're
off
good.
the hunter's mark.
You
Sorry.
will take 9 points of piercing damage. You stab into him with your short sword.
Okay. Another one.
9. Well, you have advantage on this attack because you vexed him.
Oh.
If you want to see if you crit.
Nice. Well.
Yep, you hit him.
Okay. And I'll use Frighten on this one just to add a little bit of extra as well.
All right. For 9 points of damage. As you stab into him, you can see his eyes light up as if he did not expect this to happen. As you stab into his chest, and his eyes just roll back into his head as he's down.
Now I have a question about haste because in 5e it says it gives an additional action.
Right. So it gives an additional action that the new rule is you can only make one attack with the. Yeah, it's the same thing, I think, actually. It's just worded slightly different. It says specifically you can't take a magic action, maybe.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't want to take a magic action. I just wanted to know if I had an extra attack action.
You do have an extra attack.
Great. I'm going to hit this guy now.
All right.
I'm a simple person. I
Hey.
just like to.
The simple things. An
And
8.
I miss.
You do have +2.
I
Speed is double AC, and no, it doesn't give you
Nope.
extra attack. But 8 is gonna miss.
bonus action dagger.
All right. 12 is also gonna be a miss.
That's okay. And end turn.
That will take us to Erevan.
Erevan has advantage on.
On the big boy down here.
Yes. So he is going to have a little bit of a dialogue. He's going to say to that guy, in all my years of violence and slaughter, it was never personal. But I'll tell you now what I'm about to do to you. I'm going to enjoy it very, very
You're just
much.
yelling this from like 60 feet away.
Yeah. He
Okay.
points the arrow at him, and then he puts it in his bow. He aims it at that guy's vital organs and releases the arrow.
Let's see it.
And he has advantage.
Yep.
Hopefully I don't miss. Oh, nat 20. That's pretty good.
I think that's a hit.
Yeah. So that's a sneak attack.
Well, if you just click on short bow and have sneak attack checked off.
Oh, I didn't have sneak attack checked off though. Do I need to check it first?
Yeah, check it first because it'll have it.
It'll all
checked.
be nice and neat.
Yeah.
So what else do I need to click to roll? Regular damage?
Just short bow in the chat window.
Okay.
And it'll automatically in the chat window, not your character sheet.
Oh,
Under your rolls.
Under your roll, yeah.
Okay. How about that? Did that work?
It did, but
just rolled the short bow damage.
You looked like you unchecked the sneak attack. So roll sneak attack.
Okay.
Roll sneak attack again.
I mean, we can. He already rolled.
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
but-
that's why I'm saying just roll sneak attack again. So
Yeah, it's
for
doubled as well.
12
23 plus 12 is 35.
Yep, as you hit him right in the vital organs. As he drops down in the snow, looking like he's still grasping onto something, and just thuds into the ground. You hear, no!
Because I didn't use steady aim.
You can move, yes.
So he's going to move over towards 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3, 4, 5. Right there.
All right. That's going to take us to Tia.
I am going to. Let's see here. Options. You know what? I'm just gonna hit the guy that's right in front of me with an Eldritch Blast.
All right. We'll
See
be
if
at
I can knock
disadvantage,
him
but
back.
absolutely. As this kind of shimmering blue pulse emanates out from Andres. A 9 is unfortunately going to be a miss as he's about to swing at you, just kind of makes you miss. +1, 10 is going to be a miss.
All right, I'm gonna try again.
All right. Nat 1 as you kind of
Yep,
stumble
still miss.
stumble backward a little bit as he kind of just roars in your face. Anything else for Tia?
Duration though.
I should have just set him on fire. I thought about it, but no, I'll let my turn there.
All right. That will take us to Sev. What's Sev
Alright.
do?
Disengage
All right.
and pounce on the back of this guy who's not paying attention. Dagger.
Yeah. I was like, which guy? I don't even see where you went. At 24 definitely hits.
That's so fast.
As, you stab right into his neck, making a brand new neck hole for him. Everyone always wants a
Nice.
neck hole. No one likes it when it happens, though. Anything else for Sev?
I'll take the rest of my movement and go down here.
All right. That will take us to this guy. Is the spear can't quite make it to you. It chases you. But he is going to himself charge towards you, Sev, with his spear. Just rushing you with his spear. Getting a 16 to hit.
That'll hit. I'm gonna gain 3 real hit points and lose 3 temporary hit points from the last time I got hit because
That's fair.
I took it off the wrong total.
You do take 12 points of piercing damage.
I'll take 6.
Which will take us to Phineas.
I'll fly up and cast Fireball. Just kidding.
Boom.
Just
Fireball.
He doesn't have
Bow balls.
nope, not today. I will move over a little bit over here, and I'll cast a Mind Sliver. This guy.
All right. Big intelligence save. You got a 14?
That's not a 15.
Then it's a 14. He did roll a 15 though. As he takes 7 points of damage as he just kind of grips his head, and you would just see kind of one of his ears kind of burst as blood spurts out of it.
Ooh, nice. That'll be it.
All right. That will take us to all the remainder orcs, who these two chase after Sev, swinging out wildly, almost with extra aggression in the moment. Getting a 21 and a 20 to hit.
Also hit.
As you take a total of 25 points of slashing damage.
Can't do any of that.
And the orcs around, 13 and 12. The orcs around Andres will kind of, seeing the surge of light, slash out heartily as best they can. Getting an 18 and a 24 to hit.
Hit.
24 only does 5 points of slashing damage. Minimum. But enough to make a save?
Yes.
You are golden, though. They will end their turn there.
Okay, that means damage is happening.
Yep. As both of them kind of burn with this blue light around them. They're dead. Taking us to your turn, Andres.
Okay. I'm gonna use 10 feet of my real movement.
All right.
Let's do some measuring. Yeah, sweet.
Now you're going to use your fake movement.
That's true. Kind of, yes.
The peace movement.
The hypersonic movement to go real fast.
What are you, Sonic the
30 to
Hedgehog?
get here. Kind of. I'm also blue.
Yeah, that is true.
Get here. Heals average for 12. Nice. Do some Spirit Guardian damage to everyone there, except for Severage, of course. Ooh, nice roll. 7, 7, 8.
Very nice.
Last 5 feet of my Balm of Peace.
They will all take all of that. As these two guys just burn up instantly.
Nice. Last 5 foot of my Balm of Peace to take a step back. And then I have another 20 feet to get here. And have this fella take some damage. I think I only roll damage once per turn, so it's the same.
Yeah, he's already taken it.
This turn?
Yep. When he ended his turn in your space.
But this is my turn now.
Right, but it's the same round.
It's turn now.
Right,
based on a turn?
That's what I was saying. I'm only going to rule it as once per turn, or once per round.
That's never how it worked, though. Not in the old one either.
Yeah, but otherwise you can just go back and forth and then just like, oh, you get hit. Oh, you get hit.
Well, no, if I kept jiggling back and forth, he wouldn't do it because he'd already taken it on this turn.
Right. Yeah, I'm just saying how I'm going to rule it is just once per round for damage. He'll take it on his turn. All right.
Like here.
Which will take us to his turn. He's going to take it. As he's gonna seeing all of his friends burn up in blue, is going to rush towards Andres again. Slashing out with his great axe. Getting a 19 with his first attack.
Shield.
And a 12 with his second attack.
Suck.
As then he's gonna end his turn there, just kind of growling at you. And he sucked on his wisdom save too.
Nice.
So roll some spirit guardians for the turn.
I clicked it. Oh, I forgot to submit it. Classic.
He will take 11 points of radiant damage, taking us to Alara.
Okay. I am going. Options.
This guy's fresh.
Yeah, he hasn't been hit once.
He hasn't?
No.
I did 22 to him, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you just Spirit Guardians.
Oh,
too.
yes.
Like you
I
said,
hit minus 22 on the wrong bubble for him. So yeah, he is not
And
fresh.
how's he?
He's hurt. Not as hurt as the chief here.
Let's see. Yeah. They're all up there. So I'm going to go down and give Sev a hunt.
All right.
And I'm going to flank him.
All right, getting behind him.
Zoom in.
And yeah, I'll just let me
Have
see
him 3 times, 4 times.
Once, twice, 3 times the lady.
And remind me, do we have flanking rules in this one, or do we just still do normal?
I don't think we are using flanking.
Aren't we doing the +2?
Okay, then yeah. I have to look at my stuff.
We don't have enough melee fighters for it to come up.
Yeah,
often.
yeah, it never comes up. So a 19 will hit him. As he'll take 7 points of piercing damage. 11 is going to be a miss though, or 13.
But wouldn't that be at advantage because of Vex?
It would be.
Well, it would be.
Hey.
23 will hit. For 7 more points of damage.
New edition, who dis?
Okay. And next one.
Get your haste attack and your
At
offhand
advantage
attack.
as well.
Next one is at advantage as well because you just hit him again with a Vex.
Yep.
14 just
14,
misses.
16?
16 just hits.
Okay.
I gotta put a little flanking
Another
point.
7.
Another 7 points of damage. As he's still up, but he is just getting stabbed to shit.
I guess it's a 6.
And dagger.
15, 17 hits. For 5 points of piercing. Well, minus... Because you don't have the
She
feat.
doesn't have the fighting style, so it's just
Or-
2 points of damage.
Or no, she does have the fighting style now,
No, I
right?
do have the
Yep,
fighter
yep,
style.
yep,
Alright, then 5 it is.
For 5 points of damage, because you guys just leveled up. Just kind of getting behind this guy, stabbing him to shit. Falls down, bloodied mess. Anything else for Alara?
That's the one.
No.
All
That's
right.
it. I'm happy.
I forgot your fighter now.
Yep. That'll take us to Erevan.
Did Lara take 3 attacks?
She's hasted.
Yeah.
She took
so
4
She
attacks.
took 4 attacks.
Oh my god.
Crazy stuff.
So 3
Yeah,
normal.
and I don't even have
2
action
normal,
surge
1
yet.
haste,
Yep.
1 bonus action. Because she's dual wielding.
Yep. Erevan,
Okay.
what you doing?
I'm in disbelief.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay. He will steady aim, use his rapier with booming blade on I think the only remaining enemy that we have here.
He is the only remaining enemy.
So I'm gonna see if I could do this correctly. I'm checking sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
I get advantage, and I'm gonna do.
And go ahead and check off Booming Blade too, because he'll automatically take that 1d8.
And I do rapier. There we go. Okay.
A 14 misses,
Okay.
as he is a hardy boy. Not to be
And I think
confused with the Hardy Boys, but he is one.
Yeah, I think I said steady aim, so
I
I'm
don't
done.
think steady aim applies to melee, but
It can.
Yeah,
What
because
is
it does
specifically
just say weapon attack now, I think.
I thought it said, well, then I haven't read the new stuff. I'm just waiting until next week.
I'll
So
double look. I'm not looking up rules right now, but that'll take us to Tia.
that changes things.
Tia, bodies everywhere.
It just says your next attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, it doesn't even say weapon attack. Nice.
Next attack roll.
So it applies for spells.
Steady aim, disintegrate.
That's dope.
All right. I will hit that guy, the last standing guy, with an Eldritch Blast.
Blasting. A 21 will hit, no longer at disadvantage. For 8 points of force. Are you pushing him?
No, I don't think I need to push him right now because
All right.
he's the last one, and I think
Yep.
we're all gonna gang up on him.
He's in the kill zone.
So, yeah. Sorry, hold on one second. My computer's being like stupid slow.
No. We need to be stupid fast.
I know, right?
It's because Alara's taking up all the speed.
She is. She's great.
24 will also hit.
I'm guessing 24 hits
Yep,
too. Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, so the last one actually would have done 5 more. Or what's your charisma? Because of level up, it always takes that away on level up for whatever dumb reason. So yeah, so
My
it'll do
charisma.
And she's got
4
the one
more.
buff, too.
Yes, so we'll do 5 more. Yes.
Oh, sweet.
So for the first one, we'll do
10 more.
13. Yeah,
So 19 total from
for
2 hits.
19 points total, as this guy is messed up. You can see he is like on his last leg, but he's not going down without a fight. Anything else for Tia?
Yeah, I'm gonna move just so that we've got a bit more coverage around him.
All right, taking us to
Just
Sev.
for flavor. I know it doesn't do a whole lot, but more for flavor.
All right,
Pounce on him.
pounce him. Yep. As you just pounce on him, just stabbing into him, tackling him over into the snow with a loud thud, dagger into the chest. He's done. As the last one falls, we'll hop out of initiative here. Bodies of orcs weren't from here, because orcs aren't native to Icewind Dale. But yeah, with bodies of orcs and even a half ogre in the snow, that'll be where we'll take our little 5-10 minute break. So yeah, stick around, folks. We'll be back here in a few. Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to our Rime of the Frostmaiden. Last we left off, the troop dropped off the cauldron at Tia's house, and then proceeded to head off into the tundra, going towards the wrecked ship that you guys had heard about on the way, you got surprised by a herd of reindeer rampaging through, kind of deflecting most of the brunt of this herd. You actually grew the ire of a troop of orcs. And while fighting these orcs was, well, it wasn't too bad for you guys. Some of you guys got a little injured, but all of the orcs and even their half ogre that was with them now dead on the ground around you in the snow. What are you guys up to?
I start a bonfire on the half ogre.
Okay. A lot of meat.
Before you do that, can we make sure there's nothing on him of value?
He's a half ogre.
He's an ogre.
There's
Best
nothing
you're
of
gonna find
value.
in his pockets is rotten meat.
Before you start burning the rest of the stuff, I'm gonna check these guys for any valuables. Before you start burning these guys.
I'm gonna give you some guidance on investigation.
All
because
right.
that's how it works now.
Go and roll me an investigation.
If anyone's gonna have something good, it has to be the fellow with the armor on.
I didn't get around to that guy yet.
The chief.
Jesus Christ,
this
mate.
guy.
This is a general investigation of all of them. You don't honestly. You don't notice. I mean, you do get a D4. So if you want to roll that, it is still nat 1. But you don't find any materials other than their weapons. The one up here is wearing a chainmail. They all have great axes. Most of them have a handful of spears. On the one guy who looks like he's missing an eye, his spear's a little more jagged, and he's got a kind of cool looking helmet with like twisted horns on it. But he's wearing ring mail, and they have shields, and he would also, on his shield, would be the kind of like an orcish face with the classic tusk sticking out, with one of its eyes missing.
The old one eye.
The old one eye. But nothing, no rations. You would see like maybe a handful of like broken nets and rope, but it's all like bits and pieces. Like these guys were roughing it. I would say you would even notice that several of them don't have as much meat on them. And their muscle has started to deteriorate.
Why would these guys come here? They're clearly not suited for this area. They have no idea how to hunt the animals of these lands. What moron brought them here?
I'd say
Well,
Andres,
The
to the
same
sea.
morons
Blowing.
that brought us out here.
Andres, if you
Promised
want,
a treasure in a haunted
yeah,
ship.
I live here.
you can give me a religion check.
Sure.
A
I've got it
14.
myself. But good enough.
You would recognize that they probably worship Grumsh, who, well, likes savage attacks, and don't know why they would come here, but yeah, I would say you would recognize that they probably worship Grumsh.
It was that moron who brought them here. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever seen those glowing antlers or hoofs or whatever was glowing before?
Yes, it's a not too common phenomenon, but it has happened quite on the tundra.
Okay.
It is usually a good omen.
Good omen. Good. Great.
Uses helmets like that guy is wearing, right? Or spears?
Mhm.
His spear is probably more jagged, but it doesn't look like it's made of it. Probably like bone or scrap metal.
Nothing special.
Nothing special.
Okay. Could we check out those broken ruins nearby and then move on?
Sounds like a plan. I got no objections.
With burning the rest of these bodies if that's what we're gonna do, and then check out those
Leave
broken
them.
down ruins.
There are plenty of animals who are in search of a meal.
Okay.
That was hard to come by.
All right. Going up to look at the ruins, it looks like an old hut that might have been, but a few walls remain and stone floor kind of covered in snow. Nothing of interest here. Maybe someone might have camped here at one point in the last year, but no sign of recent activity. No footprints to follow. It's just like 2 walls, maybe. All stone. Nothing really of interest in the ruins. You guys continue on your journey?
On to the pirate ship.
All right.
Is it a pirate ship?
Definitely a ghost ship.
It's not a pirate ship until we see it.
Are you just saying that because of the rum? Is that why you think it's a pirate ship?
I mean, the signs are pointing toward a certain conclusion.
Anything to do here, I'd say let's keep going.
All right. Continuing on your journey. Dark falls. Well, dark's already here. Night starts to fall quickly over you. You guys utilizing Phineas's dome can easily get a long rest. But we'll want Phineas to give me a Constitution save for the rest. Good. You're good. The next day's journey starts off much the same. Maybe a little bit more snow. Not quite blizzard at the moment. Continuing on, so you guys do get long rest, whatever you need to do there. After about 5 or so hours, at the tail end of light, you would notice the terrain shifts from dunes of snow to flat white everywhere, with the occasional crack here and there, snow flitting about. Sea of moving ice stretches out before you. It's a featureless frozen desert. But ahead, not too far away, a smooth white surface interrupted by a towering ship. Its exterior absolutely covered in frost. You would see that guy.
That's a pirate ship.
Definitely looks like a pirate ship.
It's a ghost ship.
I'm not
Potato,
convinced.
tomato.
Well, I say we should just leave it be. Why bother?
Because we trekked through snow to get here. That's why we would bother.
Valuable rum on board too.
Oh,
I
but
don't
remember when we said we were going to bring something to haul the rum back? And then
I
we
remember.
didn't.
Oh, I remember. But let's see if it's even there first.
Oops.
Maybe it's not even there, but maybe it is. We could at least find it.
It wouldn't be any good anyway. Wouldn't it be frozen?
Alcohol doesn't freeze.
Alcohol does freeze. It just has a much, much lower freezing
does
point.
up here.
I'm pretty sure.
It does
It
freeze
will up
here.
here.
You guys have encountered frozen wine.
All right.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
let's say
that's
that-
right. Yeah.
Let's say that we find it, and we have no way to get it back, right? Let's find a way to bring back a sample to the innkeeper Bremen. See, here's what we found. We'll go get some. We'll go get the rest. Give us an advance, or some sleds or whatever the heck we need in order to recover it, but we don't know what kind of vessels these rum might be held in, if it's even there. Let's check it out first, see what the situation is.
Let's go board a creepy ship.
Let's do it.
All right. You guys all put
I
on
see.
your crampons to trek across the ice. Those of you that need it.
Yep.
All right.
I'll make an emboldening bond between me, Tia, and let's do Erevan.
All right. As Erevan, this is your first time, kind of, you feel this odd closeness between Tia and Andres in this moment, like almost like instinct.
You got 10 minutes of even more elven luck.
Yep.
It sounds good.
D4s too.
Yeah, you get a D4
ability check saves
to
sometimes.
everything. Only once
As
per
long
turn.
as one of the
but
others
yeah,
is
within
close,
30.
like,
Yeah.
within 30 feet. Also, we can teleport.
Keep them
Yep.
close. Is that it? Within 3 feet?
30 feet.
Okay.
You say you can teleport? Man,
Uh,
buried
very
delete
conditional.
Yep.
Very conditional. Don't think too much about it.
Hey, there's this
Oh,
really cool
look
thing
it
you can
up.
do, but don't think about it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it
look
is.
it up.
Yeah. Fair enough. As you all approach the ship, getting close to it, it's stuck in the ice and snow here, very much so, kind of at a little bit of an angle. Probably about 10 feet up to the closest side over the ice. But as you approach it, you would start to hear loud thumping and creaking coming from inside the hold, followed by guttural snarls of some creature. Ship's not as abandoned as it first appeared.
Len, you want to listen to, maybe you could make out what that is?
Can I make a psychic connection with it in its head? But what? Who are you? What are you doing here?
You would get a, huh?
What are you doing here?
Who's there?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Leave me alone. Voice.
Do you find anything interesting?
Your food.
Oh, if you want food, there's probably no food in there, but there's a bunch of bodies to the southeast of here. If you want some food,
Give me a persuasion check. I'm going to say at disadvantage. This is a disembodied voice talking to whatever's in there.
first.
Is it an owl?
Right.
All right, I'm gonna use my 13 portent, becomes a 15, and then I'll roll a d6 for a total of 20.
Kobold's still fresh.
It was yesterday. It's frozen, still fresh.
And you would hear the thudding continue.
I think it's. Did I get the impression that it was some sort of beast, or
Well, Beast wouldn't be able to talk back to you.
I wouldn't be able to hear it?
Magical beast.
Right.
Yeah, unless it's an
Oh,
intelligent
the
beast, yeah.
awakened kind.
Yeah.
Not again.
The typical beast wouldn't be able to talk back.
Yeah. Whatever's in there is hungry.
That's bad.
Get it out here.
Things that starve in the snow on the ice are desperate.
Hey, are you with anybody? Anybody else in there? Hello? I know you can hear me.
There's no response. Leave me alone.
I know you can hear me. Is there anybody else?
You would just hear sounds of wood thudding harder over and over. Something going flying, or something bashing up against the walls inside the hole.
That's not gonna work. I'm still here. Well, if you want to get rid of me, you can come outside.
I like that. Where are we?
Give me a persuasion check.
19.
19. Sure.
Oh.
Sure. He'll come outside.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
As you say that,
Right out here than in a ship, so
Probably gonna want to back up
maybe.
a little.
Well, as you say that, a hulking form of a familiar being that some of you have seen, blue skin,
Oh, please
dark
don't tell me
blue
it's a troll.
fur, believe reddish eyes. I want to say, I don't want to lie to you guys. I'm pretty sure they got reddish eyes. Yeah, orangish eyes. These guys. Yeah, this one's got reddish eyes. Hulking up over the ship. Hungry. I'm gonna bring you guys to a map. I didn't think you'd talk to it until it come outside. Hey, food's out here. Hot and ready. Yeah. Let me get
they
that.
made a smart play though. So
It is. It indeed it is.
finding it in the bottom of a ship sounds awful.
Yeah, we're just gonna go straight to initiative here in a second. So just wait till I bring you guys out.
Tia smacks Phineas on the back of the head.
The one that is missing an eye?
Yeah.
This is good. Separate.
Yeah, you're gonna knock his other eye out. Be careful.
We're about to die, mate.
I think I might
Well,
do it.
we're always
We're a bit
stumbling
past.
blind into a situation anyways. Might as well have it suit the situation.
Makes you
This
think
will
we're gonna
work.
die.
Came pretty damn close.
There's a
It'll
boat.
be rough.
And let me turn that lighting down. Low light. So yeah, go ahead and roll some initiative. We're getting into it. And hey, guess what? That'll bring us to our password for the day. Secret code word. This battle is brought to you by. Gotta look up my code word again. That's okay. The code word tonight is actually Ice Troll. So if you know what to do with the code word, Ice Troll. Ice Troll. It's 2 words, not just one. Yeah. Ice Troll. We're just going right into it. Everybody's on there. Love it. Ervin, you are first.
I don't be afraid of this thing.
Yeah.
If it was
Be whatever you want to
yeah, if it was something else, he could be scared, but he doesn't know to be scared yet.
be.
So what's the distance? Is it just 20 feet?
It's on the ledge of the ship there. So like, use your imagination here. We'll do a brown ship. I'm gonna make that real big.
There's no cover or anything. I have a clean shot on him.
Yeah, well, I would say, yeah, you got a clean shot. I don't care.
Okay,
Take it.
You can add a d4.
cool. He'll add a d4. I don't know how to do that on the roll. Well, I'll do that after the fact. Let's see if I could at least hit him first. Okay. He will steady aim with the short bow. Sneak attack. I think I think I'm doing this right.
24
Okay,
is
that's
going to
pretty
hit.
Nice.
And then click that.
Yes, for 20
Now-
points of damage.
Oh, I have to roll the d4.
That
Oh,
was
it's
too
not.
bad.
It doesn't
It
go
was-
on
it
to
was-
damage.
it was
only
to
goes
hit.
to attack rolls.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can't use it for. Is
Oh,
damage.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Did I do all the damage properly?
you did. It's all there.
Nice.
For
See, I'm getting
20
better.
points as you kind of take aim, pop up at this monstrous troll-like creature covered in fur. That'll take us to Sev. Hey, there's glowy bits of light here too. Why not?
You should scatter.
Why not? He says. I'm planning on it.
Which way do I want to go? Huh. I'm gonna throw some Yeti magic at it, and then I'm gonna run away.
Yeti magic, go.
Yeti magic.
Yeti magic
Yeah,
misses.
That's fine. It was more of a distraction. Hey, watch this.
All right. As a
And now
little
I'm gonna
white globule of snow light arcs towards it, and just kind of the troll just kind of ducks away from it.
these large enough to hide behind, or are they just kind of?
They're just
On the
they're
map.
just bits of snow. It is flat
It's
here.
not mounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
and this cart isn't there either of fish. Clams? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be fish. Anything else for Sev?
No, I'm gonna come stand over here.
All right. Taking us to Andres.
Phineas, can it understand us?
I'm talking in his head. I don't know if he can understand us.
Yeah, fuck. It needs to understand me for command. I'm just gonna cast a second level blast.
Okay.
Playing it safe.
Playing it safe.
On myself, Laura, Tia, and attack rolls, Erevan.
All right.
And this is like water, right? Maybe ice
It's
as well or
ice. It's
something?
all ice. It's yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Everything is just flat. There is the only liquid you would see is like a little hole in the water, which actually just goes down to more ice. So there's no water in sight. It's all ice.
Backing up some, then. That's gonna have to do.
All right. That'll take us to Phineas.
I'll turn over to Erevan. Sorry. It was him. He was the one that was in your head. And I'll point to Erevan. And I will fly up in the air and go right here. And and on the way I'll cast a Mind Sliver on him.
All right. Not too smart. You got a big 4.
Right.
For 6 points of psychic damage. And he has minus a d4 in his next saving throw. Anything else for Phineas as he's in the air? I'm going to put little wings on you so I know that you're in the air. How high in the air are you?
15 feet.
Okay.
That'll do it.
Taking us to Alara.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns. Bonus action cast Hail of Thorns.
All right.
And are we in light? Are we in dark? What's the light situation?
You're in low light right now, so you are visible.
Okay.
It is at the tail end of the afternoon.
Yep. Well, casting Hail of Thorns, I'm going to shoot him.
All right.
Well, try to. And I have Bless.
You
do
have
have
bless.
bless, so add a d4.
That.
Shoot him.
And
Yep. That'll hit. 25.
right. And I'll use Frighten on him.
Okay.
Oh. And another shot.
You got a.
Oh, wait, I forgot to
13.
put Hail of Thorns onto that.
Oh
Just a
no.
minute.
And he has minus a d4 on the.
And
save.
minus a d4. He is going to use his. I think a 13's a failure, anyways. Pretty sure you're DC, because you got a decent wisdom.
8, 9, 10, 11,
Yeah.
12, 13, 14, probably.
One,
Yeah.
I'm just going to write a D.
He's going to
That
use his
one.
legendary resistance.
What? He's got.
Doesn't
those?
matter anyway.
It's
One.
still 1, so we'll take 11 points of damage. As the arrow kind of explodes into many smaller arrows, scratching him.
Okay.
Anything else for Alara?
Yeah, another attack.
All right.
That.
16 just hits. That is his armor class.
And
Good to know.
use. Honestly, I'll just use my last Frighten because,
All right.
whatever.
Ooh, for 15 more points of damage. You got a big 0. So he is going to use his second and maybe last legendary resistance.
Okay.
It's his last. He burned it all right now.
Nice.
Staying put.
And nah.
Yep. She was running.
I've got a decent amount. I've got a decent range. I'm
Yep.
gonna use it.
Yep. That's why they call you a ranger.
Okay. End turn.
Which will take us to the troll's turn. As the arrow that kind of just hit it just kind of slides out of its body, flopping onto the ground.
Right.
And it's going to jump and lunge right on the ice there. As it does, it's going to take a couple of. It's going to try to take a big old bite out of Erevan.
Sorry.
Only getting a 13 to hit though. As you would notice, it gets colder than cold as you're next to it.
I forgot about that.
And then it's going to take a couple of claws towards Erevan. Because you're closest. Getting a 19 and a 16 to hit. As the first attack does 18 points of damage. I need a Constitution save. And the second attack does 19 points of damage. I need a second Constitution save.
Bless. Do I check the box?
Yeah, check the box.
Okay, so I think I hope
And
I
if you
did
want
that
to,
right.
you can add another one.
You can add another d4 onto one of those, yeah.
Oh,
If you want to. But yeah. Give me one more con
Please.
save.
okay.
I think you can do so after the roll, which you would want to use on this one.
D4.
Yep.
Yeah.
All attacks you make next turn until the end of the troll's turn are at disadvantage. As it claws at you, everything gets numb. Which will take us to Tia. Tia, at the start of your turn. This biting cold around you. You take
From where I
you
am-
take 10 points of cold damage at the start of your turn.
Okay. From where I am, can I see where the captain's room was, like his lodgings?
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to create a bonfire there,
Okay.
right in the captain's quarters.
All right. Well, I mean, you can't see into it, but you can see like where it is.
Yeah, like I wanna put like a bonfire right at the door.
Absolutely. Tia starts
We-
burning the ship.
We need fire to fight the troll.
Why'd you
Oh,
put it
this is
on
gonna
the
make
ship?
a real big fire. That's smart.
Yes. I'm going to move away because I do not want him to hit me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to end my turn there.
All right. It will take us to Erevan. Erevan, this biting cold around you. You take 10 points of cold damage at the start of your turn. As Erevan just drops from the cold. The good news is you don't have to make a death save. You're coming in and out. What are you saying?
I think that it's my turn, right?
Okay, yeah, it will be your turn. I was just curious if you... Fair enough.
Could I do? I can't uncanny dodge or anything because
It's just there. It just you're just in the cold.
I should have uncanny dodged those last two attacks, but I totally forgot about that.
Yes. You never know.
It's a learning experience.
Now you know. And,
Yeah,
and knowing is
always
half
is.
the battle.
I was
Which
too worried about making those saving throws.
which will take us to Sev.
Bolt.
You see Erevan drop.
That means I don't have sneak, so there's no reason not to. So, do I want to move? Yes.
Phineas is technically in range because this is a tall creature.
Yeah, but for all, like... Well, that's unfortunate for Phineas, then.
It is.
Very much.
I'm just going to keep throwing my wisp.
All right. Wispy wisp. Gonna be a miss.
Jesus. I can't get it back if I never use it. I might need it for a saving throw. Never mind. I'm going to back up.
All right. Anything else for Sev?
No, there's nothing to hide. Like, it's too flat, so...
That will take us to Andres. This hulking
Oh boy, I hope this thing doesn't have reach.
ice
I'm
troll.
gonna dance around like this, 20 feet.
Okay.
I'll use a second level Cure Wounds on Erevan.
All right. As
And I'm just
you
gonna...
enter the area,
Oh, that's right, yeah.
you take 10 points of cold damage.
Yep. And...
And
oh,
a, and a
hold
con
on.
save for bless.
Con
Yeah.
save?
Yep.
Yep.
You're good.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna roll them manually because I don't think the upcasting works.
No, it's not baked in. For like and also anytime you guys level up, it
Oh, that's
resets
right.
everything to standard. So I haven't gone back and I should have.
Good. You get 19 points of healing.
Very nice. Erevan,
Nice.
you're back at 19.
Fuck, he's just gonna get smacked again. Alright. I'm gonna have to take some of the heat off of him and move around here.
All right. It's so cold around this creature. Yeah. Anything else for Andres?
No, that's it.
Phineas, start of your turn. 10 points of cold damage.
Yep. I will fly further into the air.
It will take an attack against you.
Yeah, do it.
Gonna claw you. Give him the claw. Getting a 14 to hit.
Shield. Misses.
As it misses this burst of energy.
And I will be... I was 15. I'll be 40 feet up. And I'll look down at him. And I'll go, I tricked you. It was me that was in your head. And I'll say that in his head.
Oh, okay.
You
I was
can't
about
even
to
get me
say
up here.
you can't understand a word you're saying. Yep.
And I'll take the dodge action.
It looks around. Like, who said that? Which will take us to...
Yeah, okay. I was trying to get his attention.
I gotcha. That will take us to Alara.
Okay. Hunter's mark on him.
Alright. Marking him up.
Yeah. Okay. Shooting him.
Shooting him shoots. Shooter's gonna shoot. For 12 points of piercing damage. As it surges into you, would see a purplish colored blood from all the wounds it's sustaining.
Okay. Another shot. Fuck.
An 11 is going to be a miss as it just kind of swats away your second arrow.
Okay.
Anything else for Alara?
No.
Alright, staying put.
Yeah.
You would see up close and personal Andres. Some of its wounds start to heal over. As it is going to...
It's regenerating.
Yep. Following your sight, you're closest, and you're moving. It doesn't like that.
Moving? How dare
I? Letting out a low kind of grumble. Just, Dungus. And tries to claw out at you a couple of times. First one got a 26 to hit.
Boy, is that gonna hit.
As you take 14 slashing and 12 points of cold. We all know that's halved. And I need a Constitution save for it, and then for your bless.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
That's
perfect.
Good. Then concentration, which would be...
I'll say because you rolled a nat 20, you're good on the concentration.
I will take it. Most gracious.
It will make another claw, though.
Mm-hmm.
This one getting a 23 to hit.
I will shield this one.
That's a good one to shield. As you shield against it, its hand just kind of clatters against your energy, and it's going to try to bite you. Getting a 22. Again, trying to bite onto you, just kind of getting that shielded energy in its mouth. That'll take us to Tia.
This is scary, guys.
Tia glancing up, it will take some time to catch this frozen ship on fire. But your bonfire's going. It will just take some time because it is frozen.
And I'm determined. I'm going to move my bonfire into a different spot on the captain's thing, and
just trying to...
I am almost at the point where I'm gonna fucking attack her.
Just trying to swap. You guys would...
being fucking destroyed, and you're busy making a fire.
Yeah, you guys
Get
would
the
be like
troll to the fire.
busy with the
Put it on the
troll,
ship.
and you would
How do
see
we-
Tia just kind of moving the fire around. Get it to the ship. Love it. Anything else for Tia?
No.
All right. I'm gonna give Tia inspiration for that. You gotta, hey, what is it? Phrase I'm missing. Do it for the bit. Not do it for the bit. Erevan, it's your turn. Start of your turn, you take 10 points of cold damage. And you kind of come to with this healing and seeing Andrus wander around, not wander, dart around to the other side of the troll, having its attention. Its back is turned towards you after it just mauled the shit out of you in this freezing cold, the coldest you've ever been in your life. But what are you doing?
I had advantage from Vex, but then I had disadvantage because I got attacked. Did they cancel each other out?
You wouldn't have Vex anymore because it was last turn.
Okay.
And you wouldn't have disadvantage from it because that was the turn before.
Okay. So then it's just
so a turn has gone without. Those conditions are gone.
Cool.
So you're standing up.
Yeah. So
All
is
right.
that my action?
No, that's half of your movement.
Okay.
Same Pathfinder.
Then if
they
he
have like 3 actions.
can he
2.
disengage and use his
Absolutely.
bonus action to disengage? And then I want to go towards. So how many squares can I move for?
Half your move. So yeah, 4 I think. 20 feet.
2, 3, 4. Go over there, and then he could still shoot, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he gets sneak attack, but not advantage.
Correct. You got it.
But you have Blessed and the Emboldening Bond.
And the emboldening bond that you can add anytime you want.
Can I add it now?
If you want, yeah.
I'll add it now. I don't think that's gonna help.
Maybe
We'll
we
add
can be up to
+2d4
+8.
because you didn't add bless onto it either.
So roll a d4.
Roll 2d4.
Roll 2d4.
Thank you. There you go.
14 still
well,
just
It's worth a
misses.
try.
As you're kind of
Okay.
stumbling up from being cold as shit and, well, knocked unconscious. Definitely your aim is a little trembling in this moment. You weren't expecting this.
Yeah. He
That'll,
doesn't normally get hit that hard.
that'll take us to Sev.
Well, I think whatever. I will use steady aim
All right.
and do some 3d6 is a lot. It's honestly about the same. Sure, shoot it with a crossbow.
All right. 23 gonna hit.
16.
16 points of damage from the crossbow bolt.
8 points of damage from the crossbow. I'm stuck.
All right. That will take us to Andrus. Getting pelted with arrows from behind her and around it, all over.
Does it
Yeah.
still seem like I have the creature's attention, though?
You're the closest thing to it. Its face is kind of darting between you and other people around, but you're there.
Okay.
So probably.
I'll use a second level Cure Wounds on myself.
All right. At the start of your turn, you do take 10 points of cold.
Yeah.
Reduce
I'll
to 5.
I'll just reduce that then.
Yeah.
So, terrible rolls. I will receive 14 minus 5, 9 points of healing.
All right. And con save.
Oh yeah, that's right. Using everything.
You're good. Golden. Holding your ground.
I'll move around here.
All right.
Like the burning ship, the soon-to-be burning ship. Like very, very soon. Pretty sure.
It'll
Couple
be a
of
while.
seconds at most. Yeah,
Hour
next
and a
turn.
half.
Next turn.
Uh,
We had it back.
Frozen wet. Well, not wet anymore. It's just frozen. That'll take us to Phineas in the sky.
Phineas takes a couple vials out of his satchel and mixes a couple of them and pours them out on top of this troll, trying to cast an acid arrow.
All right.
3rd level.
Disadvantage.
I know, it sucks.
As you're trying to like look down at it, like no, stay still.
14 misses.
14 misses. As acid kind of drips from the sky into the ice below, or right next to it. It looks down and then looks up. If it could shake its fist, it would, but it doesn't have time to do that.
And it still does half damage, right?
I believe so. A little bit splashes onto it, yeah. So 44 divided by 2. Pretty good. 13. So it'll take 6 acid damage.
That's my turn.
As it kind of splashes up
will.
onto it, it seems to react violently.
I'll look over to Aravan and I say, "You got this." And I'll cast a healing word on him.
Yep.
It's my innate.
Your 1 level 1 spell. 1 level 1 innate spell, yep. 2d4. Just don't forget it won't. Oh, you updated. Good. Aravan, you get 7 points of healing.
Thank you.
So take us to Alara. Noticing it kind of almost looks scared at the little bit of acid that dripped on it. It didn't like that at all, even though it mostly missed. Alara. What doing? Alara.
Okay. I'm thinking.
Alright, I'm sorry. I'm just making sure you're there. And seeing
Yeah.
Tia in the background, just like moving a fire around the cabin.
If we make this out of this alive, Tia, we're gonna have words. I think going to be friendly. Okay. I'm gonna take a couple of stabs at him.
As
I'll
you
take a stab.
enter into its
Yeah.
space, you do take 10 points of cold damage.
No worries. Don't care.
It's 10 hit points anyways.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a stab at him.
Alright.
Got it. And click that. Sorry, so many things that I'm clicking and unclicking.
Yeah. Hunter's Mark, short sword, 27 hits. For 8 points of damage. As you stab into it, you would notice its wounds don't look like they're healing right now.
I'm just gonna take the damage. Okay. Stab again.
Stab again. A 16 hits.
He hit, so it's actually 21, but either way works.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. Yep, Vex. For 9 more points of damage.
And
Just
then
cutting
die.
into this troll. Nat freaking 20.
Boop, boop.
For 11, 19.
Hell yeah.
Cutting into the belly of this troll, it lets out a mighty bellow as this thing is... It's hurt bad. You can see it just kind of slumping a little bit as it's getting weak and kind of almost dizzy. Anything else for Alara?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout at Tia, get your head out of your ass and set this thing on fire. And a turn.
That'll take us to the troll. Yeah. Well, good news, Andres. It has a new target. It's gonna first
shit.
try to bite at Alara, just taking one giant bite towards you, getting a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
As Alara, you take 6 piercing and 11 cold for a total of 17. It will then swing out one of its mighty, elongated claws towards you,
Mm-hmm.
getting a 26 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
As Alara, you take 12 slashing and 8 cold damage, total of 20. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You're
sorry,
good. You feel everything go numb for a second where it hit you, but kind of reaching out to almost kind of grab you, thrusting its talons into you. It is going to make another claw. Getting a 23 to hit.
Jesus.
As not Tia, distracted by the fire over there, Tia, because you're next and I'm looking at it. Alara, you take 20 more points of damage.
Yeah.
As
I'm down.
Alara drops, taking us to Tia. Commit to the bit. That's what I was thinking of earlier. Tia, what you doing?
Aside from fucking laughing at the shit Alara was yelling at me.
As she yells at you, just see her
now
get
that-
swiped
yes,
and
he's
bit.
the one who invited the troll out. Yeah, right. She's down. Decisions.
I mean, I got her as soon as it's my turn.
That's not what she's trying to decide.
Yeah, I'm just
I knew I
gonna
was
keep
going
burning
to get.
I'm gonna try to burn that ship down. That's my
Okay.
goal.
Go ahead and roll me a charisma check. Not a save, but a check. It is an uphill battle, trying to burn a boat that's been frozen for so long. The boat catches fire.
Fuck yeah!
As you can definitely
Yes.
see, as you start burning it, the fire starts to spread across the cabin there. Anything else for Tia? I will remind you, Tia, you can, as a bonus action, have Bakara attack. If you wanted to send Bakara in there. Bakara would get hurt, but just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I can always bring Bakara back, but my main goal has been realized, so I will send Bakara in.
Alright. Bakara will take 10 points of cold damage as they go in.
Yeah.
But they get there.
And then Bakara is going to cast.
Well, they can't cast. Well, actually, yeah, they can cast because you didn't. Damn, that's good. Because you're concentrating on the flame. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Bakara is going to cast invisibility on Andres.
Okay.
For a second there, I thought she was going to say the troll.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Andres vanishes.
Nice.
That'll take us to Erevan. As you see a cat run over and pretty much boop Andres as he just disappears.
He is going to steady aim. Otherwise, he doesn't see any other way to get advantage.
Right.
He's going to use the trip cunning attack.
Alright. Is it a con save?
Dex.
Dex save. Alright. 20 absolutely hits it.
So now hit short bow.
Mm-hmm.
Got an
And then-
18. on its
Now
dex save.
So it made it, right?
But it will take 14 points of damage. As you didn't knock it over by knocking it over, you knocked it over as the troll falls to the ground, to the ice, bleeding out.
I would say, do you have any more of that acid spell that seemed to slow it down? Then end my turn.
That will take us to Severidge.
I guess I will just hold my action to shoot it when it stands back up.
All right.
'Cause I don't have acid or fire.
That'll take us to
Why does it
Andres.
X over it?
Because it's dead.
Because it's dead.
Oh,
Me too.
it's dead.
Only if you don't know anything about
My
trolls.
region.
Andres, you're invisible. It's like, what?
It's
Uh,
only mostly dead.
I was gonna use my channel divinity because that doesn't break invisibility,
That's a good... Yeah, that's true.
but since things are looking okay-ish now, I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna use my channel
That's a good
divinity to
use.
zoom in. Oops, there, then zoom back out.
Oop.
And I can even, oops, weird
Oop,
things
oop.
are happening. I can even get,
Ouch.
don't move my token while I'm doing things, please.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. There, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. Get both Ilara and Erevan for 8 points of healing.
Nice.
Thank you. And I'll whisper to Tia, whatever it is you're doing, I'll help you once this is over, I promise, but please divert some of that fire over here. And that's it.
That'll take us to Phineas.
I will look down once again and take a couple more vials, and this time I say, and this time it's gonna work. I'm gonna roll a 9. Plus 7 is 16.
16 just hits.
This is just the second level.
All right.
I shouldn't.
As
Oh. I actually would have gotten 17 there.
as its body melts, you would see inklings of it starting to recover right before this. But then once that acid hits, you would hear this singe and almost a last exhale of the troll.
And then I'll swoop down, down to it. I'll land on its stomach and reach out with my talons and take both of its eyes out and say, +1 for interest.
Give me a nature or a survival check as you try to rip out its eyeballs. 18. Yeah, okay. I'll give you. Yeah, you got 2 troll eyes. As you kind of scoop down with your talons and just pop them out.
That's it.
As the creature is dealt with, a fire is not quite raging. I'd say it's still in the starting points because, it takes a while to spread on frozen wood. But yeah, you are at the ship as it is not quite ablaze, but it is on fire. Slowly spreading across the aft cabin. Nautical term, right? That's about all I know. But as it does, snow kind of billowing around the space here on the ice. That's going to be where we're going to end tonight. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm excited to see how much of this ship burns, if not all of it. And if not, what's in it that's gonna burn too? We don't know. Where's that rum? Is it there? Is it gonna explode with the fire? Is there rum? What else is there? Find all that out and more next time. And also, yeah, the lovely conversation that Alara and T are gonna have after this. Or yeah, next time, probably immediately. Yeah. thanks for watching, guys.
Oh, actually,
It's just gonna be more time for the ship to burn.
Yep. The more time you talk, the
I
more
quit.
the more time the fire gets to burn.
oh, she's drowning.
Yep.
She's drowning in water. I'm breaking her concentration.
That was easy. That was an easy fight. I don't know what you guys are
Yeah,
mad
not
about.
too bad. All
I
right,
just
guys.
lost my 10 HP.
We'll see you next week, folks. Night.
Night, internet.
Hey.
Good night, internet.